As we have come to the end of chapter 1 of Holy Bhagavad Gita, here is the summary of the chapter 1 and also the takeaways from the chapter. So, the chapter is called Arjuna Visada Yoga, which means that Arjuna, who is very much willing to do the war in the starting and wills to be taken in the middle of the battlefield to see who all have arrayed against him to fight the war, eventually drops his bow and arrows, seeing his own relatives. His mind is in dilemma, and thus he takes refuge of the Lord Krishna to find out the right path for himself. As according to him, killing his own family and relatives were one of the gravest sin one could do. Now, the takeaways. Number one, we must understand the situation properly and analyze it well before we take up any task, as the Arjuna does here in the chapter. Number two, taking help in the time of need never approves our weakness. It just reminds us that we are courageous enough to accept our dilemma or confusion regarding the same, and to clarify them, we need some help. And finally, number three, we should never turn away from our duties. We should always find out a reason to do it more appropriate to be linked with our own morals and values so that we don't have remorse in our mind. In verse 3, Pashyatam Panduputranam Acharya Mahati Chamum Vyudham Drupad Putrena Tava Sissena Dhimata. Here, the related story is that many years ago, Dronacharya, along with the Pandavas, had defeated King Drupad in a battle and took away half of his kingdom. To avenge his defeat, Drupad performed a sacrifice to beget a son, and it is said that Drishtadumna was born out of that sacrificial fire, with a boon that he would kill Dronacharya in the future. Even though Dronacharya was aware when he was approached for Drishtadumna's military training, he very humbly accepted and imparted all his knowledge impartially to his people.